I would feel bad if I came in that heavy with a hat and got sent home night one.
Yeah, you're the one with the hat.
Yeah, I feel like I shouldn't have worn the hat.
Dear Shandy. Welcome back to your brand new Dear Shandy Golden Bachelor recap, listeners. Hello, Andy.
Hello.
How are you today?
Doing okay.
Doing okay.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm okay too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Nah. You know.
Yeah. Ooh.
I wanted to be more excited about this recap than I am.
Yeah.
And I don't know, is it me?
Why don't we do the recap to let them know how we feel instead of telling them how we feel up
Yes.
front?
So no housekeeping today.
spoilers.
No spoilers and no housekeeping because we're going to get right into it because honestly, I'm distracted by my thoughts on this premiere.
Yes.
I have a lot of opinions.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll just get right into it. Okay, so season 2 of Golden Bachelor opens with our intro to Mel Owens. Mel Owens is 66 years old. He's a former NFL player. He has 2 sons. He is divorced, which is, a departure for this show. Usually they just show someone who's been widowed, right?
Yeah.
So,
Usually.
wouldn't have been usually.
Yeah.
And he, according to him, his wife left him 5 years ago. So in the pandemic.
Why? Why?
Because she had met someone new.
Why?
Okay. Well, let's not, we don't know what happened there.
Who knows?
We don't know what happened there. But we have to get right into the podcast stuff because that's what the show does. I knew this would happen. I knew it would be a talking point on the season was that Mel Owens appeared on a Michigan sports podcast that for some reason needs to go unnamed. I gotta say, if the podcast were Dear Shandy and they refused to name it, I would be irked.
No, I wanted
That's a
him,
juicy scoop.
Like, why couldn't he come on our podcast and say something stupid?
I know. This is a real mess.
It's a total disaster.
It was such a mess. And so he said that there should be an age limit. It must have been kind of like he was being one of the guys, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, but one of the guys in front of other people listening.
I know. But that's sort of like the art of journalism, right? Is to like make him is to make him feel at ease enough to say the stupid thing. But in this case, he said that he was really looking for women 45 to 60 and that he was not interested in fake hips.
Yeah, fake hips, fake knees.
That's awfully rich coming from a guy who clearly has been injured a lot in his career.
The guy can barely walk.
Give me a break. Can you tell I am not appeased by his apology? You know what bothered me about his apology? Okay, so right off the bat, the show starts off and he's like, look, I said things. So that's not who I am. It was stupid to say. Age is just a number. And something he said more than once was spirit is timeless. Is that what he said? Spirit is timeless?
Spirit is ageless.
Spirit has no age. That's fine. Okay. Like I appreciate addressing it. But what gets me about it is like when it's just an apology and then you say the things you should be saying instead, what I want to know is why you said it. So that's why I'm like, was he feeling like one of the guys? Did they bring out that side of him? Was he sort of like not being his best self because he was egged on? Do you know what I mean? Like I want a little more as to why you said those things. It's not like you said those things and suddenly you don't believe those things anymore. It just sounds like you've now been press trained to correct yourself.
Right. He's clearly not press trained.
Yeah.
He didn't know what he was doing on this podcast. This is the first time he's been in the non-sports limelight. In sports, when you get interviewed, you never say anything controversial.
Also, can we talk about though, from a PR perspective, what the hell was Warner Brothers ABC doing?
Yeah, like why does he get to go on that podcast and almost ruin the whole show, but we can't interview a couple that wants to be on our podcast?
It's true. Yeah. From Bachelor in Paradise or something, you would not believe the red tape to get people who live in our city to come on our podcast, who want to come on our podcast. But yeah, it's fascinating to me that from a PR standpoint, who was at the helm of that ship? Like, how did that happen? How did that go out into the world?
It's unbelievable to me.
Such a mess. And
it's
honestly more so their fault than his fault.
Yes.
Because it's their fault for casting a guy who would say that in the first place, and then their fault for not preventing that from getting out.
It's incredible to me.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. Is it possible that no one was listening in on that podcast? Like no one was like, oh, let me just have an ear on it just to make sure nothing crazy is said.
It's so obvious though.
So like no one was
who could miss that?
But no one was
Maybe
listening.
did he go rogue? He just went and did the podcast without permission. That's possible.
That's very possible too.
That's the most possible.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Mel Owens. So he is on defense. Doesn't it feel like the whole season is on defense because of this?
But the thing is, I want to make it clear. It's not like he made a gaffe. Like he said something, he's like, I don't really believe that I said it. I was just messing around with the guys.
Yeah.
He said exactly what he feels. One's questioning that he means what he said. It doesn't matter if he apologizes. He's not apologizing because of the content of what he said. He's apologizing because he said it. There's no question in my mind that he was 100% dead serious when he said that.
Yeah.
I'm zero question.
Wow.
He wants between 45 and 60. He said it. He means it. Trust him.
Except
he's
now,
apologizing for saying it, not for believing it.
Okay. So I do think it colors the whole season. And I got to say, this premiere, it had the stench.
It stunk.
Of desperation.
It stunk to high heaven.
They should have replaced him. I'm sorry. I believe in second chances. I really do. But in this case, you have to love the Golden Bachelor. It is crucial that you're like, I want you to find love, right? Okay, and maybe he could redeem himself by being particularly charismatic and like by tugging on our heartstrings in some particular way. Sure. But that was so far from happening in this premiere.
No, and all the contrived apologies and the annoying limo exits. And I don't blame the women for this. It's just like, I don't care. I don't know. Okay, let me guess. It's going to be another limo exit where they talk about how...
Yeah, there were like 4 or 5 in a row where they made some references. Like, can you believe I'm over 60? Like how hot I am. Which like, they all look amazing, by the way. It's totally true. It's just, you kind of wish that the whole thing never happened or they had just replaced it.
This isn't TV. I don't want to watch this.
Yeah.
I don't want to see a whole apology tour and like an accusation tour on the opening of The Bachelor. I want to see a Bachelor I can get behind who I don't know enough about to already dislike. I want to see a Bachelor who is heartwarming, who is open to meeting any women of any age. I don't have to worry about some dumb sports podcast he went on. And I don't have to hear everybody coming after him.
If they're going to address it so much and be on their heels so much about it, air it. They should have included the clip of him saying it and then also include him saying why I said it. I was caught up in the moment, blah, blah, blah. Be more specific. Don't just allude to it and then give an equally vague apology. That's what it was. It was just like, oh, let's just paint this over with a broad stroke.
This whole episode was awkward to watch.
Yeah.
And I asked myself, what was so special about this guy that they were like, no, at all costs, we must have Mel Owens as the Bachelor. Are there not other potential Golden Bachelors out there who were in line, like a Pez dispenser of Golden Bachelors they could have picked?
They surely had backups.
Is this guy so special because he played in the NFL and he's pretty good looking?
What's with their obsession with that? They're obsessed with someone who played or currently plays or has any affiliation whatsoever with professional sports.
Yeah, I
got to tell you, it makes no difference to me.
Americans love football.
I know,
they want
to
be American.
Yeah, but the whole point of reality TV is to watch someone normal. Okay, I'm not saying you're not normal if you play professional sports, but you know that exposes you to a different lifestyle.
I would 100% more want to see a decent looking accountant as the Bachelor.
100%. Yes.
Good shape, decent looking, great personality.
Great personality.
Personality.
Walk.
Personality.
Talk.
Personality.
Smile.
Personality.
Okay, so Mel Owens, born in Detroit. He had a shockingly big football career, 26 years.
No joke.
Did not know that.
Yeah. I mean, 26 years of all football, not NFL. No one plays in the NFL for 26 years.
Okay.
They would literally not be able to use any of their arms or legs.
Yeah. Okay, so night 1 now we have 23 lovely golden women, ranging from 58 to 72. No, sorry, 77.
Andra.
Who does that?
Why would mother do that?
Why would you name your twins
You're going to make your whole
Sandra.
life difficult. Every time you're like, Andra, I'm like, what, you say Sandra? I'm your daughter, but I still can't understand if you said my name or my sister.
I also got to point out, okay, before we get to our limo wins and fails, Debbie, the fitness professional, I was blown. I was starstruck.
Huge reaction from you.
I totally, when I was in high school, I used to work out to her workout video. Her Slim and Six.
That's amazing.
I didn't really go to like fitness classes then. It was, when you're in high school, it's like, how do you exercise really? Yeah. And I would use exercise videos.
That's so cute.
Yeah. So her Slim and Six, I totally
That is so cute. How did you find the exercise video? I want to know the whole process.
I don't really recall how it ended up in the home. It might have been my mom's. Oh, is that less cute?
That's cute. I can work with that.
But I could also picture myself seeing it on an infomercial and being like, "Oh, I'm going to buy that."
What I would have rather.
Okay, that's equally possible.
Okay, good.
Anyway, I was really excited to see her there, but I don't think everyone needs us to go through every single limo exit. So we, Andy, will stick with our tradition of doing our limo exit wins and fails.
Yeah.
Okay, so who was your win?
Bomb diffuser. What's her name? Peg. I agree. She was also my limo exit win. That was great.
I mean, hers was so cute. I actually loved that her bomb didn't go off properly.
But I think it was supposed to not go off, right?
She seemed disappointed. I think it was supposed to have a bit more of an explosion.
It feels like it would have either had to have a lot more or the same as it had for it to work.
Okay.
But the way it did, I thought it worked.
Yeah, I thought it did too. It was funny. It was actually funny the way it worked. And then when they went to go fix it and do it again, I was like, I thought that's how it was.
I feel like if it actually exploded like a legitimate bomb, that just would have been kind of weird. You'd be like, okay, why? That's dangerous. And I don't know. I don't think that would have been funny.
So she's a retired firefighter / bomb tech. And this is the first hint that I was like getting concerned. Okay, because in the first couple limo exits, Mel just sort of seems like tongue-tied, and I'm like, oh, maybe he's nervous. He's getting to know them. He's kind of like in over his head. I get it. But then Peg, so she's 8th. He's had a little time to warm up. She's like, I diffused bombs for a living.
He's like, oh, okay.
Literally, he goes, oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all you say to that? That's all you have to say?
Yeah, that's a problem.
It's not even the right punctuation. Like, if all you're going to say is, oh, okay, it should be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, how can your response be, oh, okay?
Was he not listening? Is it possible he was just completely in his own head, like not listening to anything?
This is where I became concerned. Yeah. That is not the personality of someone who can carry a season.
You know who wouldn't have said, oh, okay? Joey Grazade.
I thought you were going to say Gary.
Oh, Gary, of course wouldn't have.
Yeah, Gary. I mean, despite all the bodies he has hidden in the closet.
And there are many.
I do think he would have at least had a proper response to this.
Absolutely.
Okay, so our limo exit fails. Andy, who is yours?
Oh, I mean, I kind of feel like Sandra's sister probably should have had a little more than just being Sandra's sister.
You mean Andra?
Yeah, Andra.
You should be able to remember that.
Andra. Yeah, she could have had a little bit more going on there.
Yeah. Okay, so she basically...
But I also think that I really think the compass is the problem.
The compass.
Compass lady.
Yeah. Okay, Susie is the compass lady.
Yeah, it was weak.
I agree with you on both, actually. My fail that I had written down was Susie with the compass. So she comes out with a compass and she's like, I'm giving you this compass so that whenever you're feeling lost, this will lead you back to me. And I'm thinking... Like,
is she always going to be north somewhere? Like, is she always going to be standing perfectly north from where he is?
Is it installed with some special magnet that she's wearing on her neck? In which case, I feel like that should have been explained. That's cool.
That's a cool gift.
Yes.
Get someone a compass that always points to them. Was there something in there?
Yeah, they're wearing a necklace with a certain magnet and that compass. Yeah, I'd be into that.
That's a great gift. You know what? See, a fail makes you think of an idea. Yes. That's how most good ideas come.
Yeah,
someone screws something up. They're like, what? I put this peanut butter in this chocolate. What the hell?
Should we produce that and try to sell it as a product?
I like this.
Yeah.
Shandy, is anyone buying?
A gift website.
Should we take a poll? Is anyone buying this?
$9?
$19? $29. That's
I think that's no $29.99. I mean, there's a little bit of tech in there.
If it's gold, what if it's solid gold? With titanium arms.
But I got to agree with you a bit on Andra. As lovely as she was and as great as it was to see Sandra again, I feel like we didn't get to know her at all. No. And your limo exit is your opportunity to do that. And I'm sure the producers were like, oh, let's get Sandra in there so we have a moment where we see Sandra. I'm sure they spoiled, like, oh, look, Sandra's coming back. Sandra was such a fan favorite, all that stuff. But it was kind of like, it was like, hey, like, yeah, you recognize me, but I'm actually here to introduce you to my twin sister. And her twin sister's like, hey. Yeah. And that was it. I was like, okay.
And by the way, what exactly are these sisters drinking?
Oh, they are drinking from the fountain of youth. That's what they're drinking.
I mean, sort of implied, but yeah.
They look unbelievable.
I mean, her sister may even look better than her. It's actually disturbing.
No, it's
because when I see them, it doesn't, my brain isn't, it's not like this doesn't work. There's something wrong here. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, they look unbelievably amazing. And also not like,
normal amazing.
Yeah, normal.
We don't have to say it. It's normal human amazing.
Yeah, but I will say that is something I was missing a little bit.
Yeah, just a little.
Without getting too specific, and I'm all about doing whatever you want to do to make you feel beautiful.
Absolutely.
But I think there's also something to be said about aging somewhat. Well, just aging.
Just aging at all, like from 25.
Yeah, there's just something about it, and it stood out to me when someone was just like a little bit more natural. Yeah. In a beautiful way. Anyway, just saying.
Charlene, I must ask.
Yes.
Who are you wearing today?
Oh, Andy, the question should more so be, where did you get what you're wearing from? It doesn't really have the same ring, does it? Well, I am wearing several different brands, and that is because I shop on Revolve. I'm very excited to have Revolve as a sponsor because I've been shopping on Revolve for literal years. I mean, it says something that Revolve carries 1,200 plus of the hottest brands. What I also have is you discover brands through Revolve. There are a lot of brands that I hadn't heard of, but then Revolve carries it, and I'm like, oh, a good one is Norma Kamali, for example. My earrings, Annie Lou. I hadn't heard of Annie Lou. My necklace, DeMarson.
Would it be fair to say that most of the cool clothes you see in the social medias are from Revolve?
And we're talking everything from evening wear to like going out clothes to work wear to vacation wear. I really love shopping for vacation stuff. Their pieces are fun. They're bold. They make a statement. And oftentimes they don't break the bank, honestly. You can get some amazing deals.
Yeah, fun and functional.
Yes.
Functional? Oh. And they have inclusive sizing with options from extra, extra small to 4X.
So whether it's a weekend away, a big night out, or a little style refresh,
your dream wardrobe is just one click away.
Go to revolve.com/Shandy, shop my edit, and use code Shandy to get 15% off your first order today.
Fast 2-day shipping and free returns. It's literally the only place you need to shop from.
That's revolve.com/Shandy to shop my favorites and get 15% off your first order using code Shandy.
Offer ends November 9th, so happy shopping. PERELEL, vitamins for women. Parallel, vitamins for women.
Good, Andy. I was sort of expecting that to build and go somewhere, but you know what? It got the point across. Parallel is the first vitamin company founded by an OBGYN. That's pretty major. Yeah. And what I love about them is that they are eschewing the generic one-size-fits-all multivitamin and instead focusing on the different stages of women's lives. So we are talking menstrual health, fertility, pregnancy, postpartum, perimenopause, and more. All of their products are pregnancy and breastfeeding safe. Anyone can take them. I mean, obviously I don't fall into that category, but I really do believe in these products. And I think that they're so thoughtfully crafted. My favorite actually is the one you're holding, Andy. It's the cellular hydration with collagen and hyaluronic acid. So it's not just like one thing. It's not just the collagen like some drinks will have. Plus it tastes good, by the way. Mango lemonade flavor. I also love their cycle support pack, which I take when I'm having symptoms once a month. You guys know what I'm talking about? Symptoms.
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay. So exclusive to our Shandies, new customers can get 20% off their first order using code Shandy at checkout.
Visit parallelhealth.com.
That's PERELELHEALTH.com. So Mel arrives now. All the women are in the mansion. Mel arrives and gives a speech, straight up apologizes for the podcast comments. And he also steals, the one laugh he gets is him stealing Diane's "what the puck" line.
Yeah, he stole her joke.
And
good for Diane for
yeah, I know. She was like, you stole my joke.
You're not going to get away with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get any reaction for that, and now you're using it?
Okay, this is the other issue I'm having with him. Okay, so it's separate from the podcast, okay?
Also, it wasn't even a funny joke to begin with.
No.
Nothing against Diane. I mean, she tried her best, but yeah, he stole a bad joke.
Yeah, it's true. But I'm finding him, and I look forward to be proven wrong. I'm being very optimistic right now because I think he will prove me wrong. Right? I find him utterly humorless.
Yeah.
When like these women are so dynamic, they're really funny, they've got huge personalities, they're doing all the things, and he's just like, yeah. There's no laugh. Like I don't feel like he's laughing.
Is it possible that he's so like
nervous
about the podcast situation, that he's just like so on guard, he's unable to really let loose at all.
I think that is hugely possible. And I wrote in my notes, I was like, are we getting the version of Mel that was originally
sanitized?
Cast? Yeah, was this the version that was cast, or is this the version that is in damage control mode, like he's afraid of saying or doing the wrong thing?
He's on defense the whole time.
Yeah.
He can't do anything. He can't even laugh. He doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm giving him a lot of benefit of the doubt with that.
Yeah. But I find it unlikely.
It's
that
unlikely.
He had planned on saying "what the puck"
I think
until he got that line from Diane.
I think what Mel Robbins is. Sorry. Mel Robbins is an excellent podcast host, and I would love her on the show. But Mel Owens is a football player. He is a good football player. He's probably a good dad. I think he is a good guy to have around if you like have a flat tire or if you got a couple of ruffians causing trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Mel, take care of business.
You think?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Mel is old man strong. Mel's the kind of guy who on his deathbed could beat you in an arm wrestling contest. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, I see
question.
What you mean.
But as far as personality, this guy's never had to really bring it. And yes, there are great football players who also have amazing personalities all over the place.
Yeah.
But most of them don't. And you know what? I can't fault him for not having a huge personality.
Well, it's not why you get drafted.
His job was to hit giant men and make them stop running. I think that was his position. I don't know if he was I think he was one of those defensive guys. I don't care. The point is that he is what he is. Yeah. He is a pro football player. Yeah. Good father.
And a lawyer.
Pro football player.
Which, by the way,
he's a lawyer.
Which was not discussed enough.
Not discussed enough. Yeah. I want to know more about lawyer Mel.
I want to know about the transition from professional sports into a whole other career. Yes. I mean, and that's a pretty major career. I mean, to suddenly be like, okay, I'm going to be a lawyer now.
That being said, that I don't think that being a lawyer makes you more interesting from being a football player. I think it's a even level
the combo.
Right. But I do think that being a lawyer is something that should have been discussed a lot more.
Yeah, 100. Okay, well, so just a little side tangent here, because I watched a Japanese reality show called Final Draft that is all about people who formerly played professional sports and now we're like sort of in this transition into what's next for them. Yeah. And they range from like 27 to like 45-ish. And it was actually very moving because, you know, you put all of your life into something, all of your focus, all your energy into sports. And then suddenly you're like, you get injured or you kind of retire and it's like, now what? And so that is so much more interesting to me is like his transition out of football into like an office job, more or less. Like, how did he choose that? Was it difficult?
Why
was it emotional? Like something.
How is that not being focused on? When someone, I didn't even remember who it was. Someone said, well, you're a lawyer. And I was like, what is she talking about? Yes. Is that like some sort of term of endearment?
It was Terry. Yeah, when she called him a lawyer, we were like, what?
Why wasn't that discussed?
Yeah.
I'm much more interested in that guy. And going from football to lawyer than going from nothing to football.
Yes.
There's so many football players. Jesse's a football player too.
Yes,
I don't care about his football career. Yeah. I care about him.
I agree. And again, the emotional side of that. Like what sparked that? What was the inspiration for that choice? Anyway, this franchise, I just feel like they don't know what we want and it's showing. It's showing in choices like this. They think what we want is an apology. It's like, okay, sure, for a minute. But like, it not if it doesn't feel sincere. I would almost rather he just like not apologize and then he has at least like, he can be the dick that we all like love to hate.
Can I tell you something? No one likes apologies. No one. Public apologies. Let me tell you, when someone does something terrible and you're like, oh God, it makes you so angry. You're like, oh, I hate that person. They're so terrible. Why did they do that? All an apology does is make you feel less good about hating the person.
Totally. Well, in this case, you know, the Golden Bachelor needs to be endearing. He needs to be loved. Yeah. It was a real sense of lack watching this premiere. I felt that missing. I was like,
Can I ask this question to all women, including you? Do we want to see a Golden Bachelor that necessarily is so good looking? Should that be the priority? I'm not saying that because first of all, I don't care. I could care less who they put up there.
Yeah.
They could put an absolute 0 up there and I would be delighted.
Mm-hmm. Like a 0 out of 10?
A 0, literally a 0 out of 10.
Okay.
I don't even know what that looks like, but I don't care. But why is it that it has to be a really good looking older guy? Like, what about just a super cool, interesting older guy?
You know,
Rick Ocasek, the lead singer of the Cars, married Paulina Poroskova. Okay.
Okay.
Have you seen Rick Ocasek? Rest in peace. Rick Ocasek recently passed.
Okay.
Great musician.
Okay, but
Hall
what you're
of
saying
Fame
is
musician.
that he was talented.
Rick Ocasek was literally a 0.
Out of 10?
God bless him. One of the most talented men of all time. He'll admit it himself. He was a 0 out of 10.
Okay.
Married a supermodel, the biggest supermodel of the day.
Okay.
Do you think Paulina Poroskova was like, oh, I'm so upset. I'm married to the lead singer of the Cars because he's so ugly?
No, you're making a good point.
Who cares what the lead of the Golden Bachelor looks like? Pick a guy who's cool, who's interesting, who's funny, who's engaging, who's dynamic.
Yeah, totally.
That's what we want to see.
You know who I would have way rather seen in this role is Keith.
Yes, give me Keith.
Give me Keith. Give me Keith. Keith with all his daughters and his barbecues and his tailgate parties. What is it? Tailgate? What are those parties?
Tailgate parties. Yeah, you got it. You got it on the first try.
But you know what I mean? Give me that. The guy with an apron and like tongs in his hand. Like, I would much rather watch him. He laughs and smiles so generously. Oh, okay. We should move on. This is too negative. We're being too negative.
Yeah, but the thing about Mel is, I have nothing against Mel. Mel is just an all-American man's man. I have no beef with Mel. None. As a matter of fact, Mel, as I said, if I was in a tangle in some situation, I'd want a guy like Mel behind me.
Okay.
But and if I was, just a lot of things Mel is good for.
Okay.
Not good for this.
A lot of things.
I can think of a lot of things. I don't want to list them all. I'm just saying that Mel was not made for this show. Mel was cast for this show because of a variety of reasons. Mel did a thing that was irreversibly bad for this show.
Yes.
And they still kept him. Why? Because he was so invaluable.
Yeah.
They couldn't find another ex-NFL guy who was willing to go on the show.
Yeah.
Who was good looking.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. No, I mean, I agree. In his speech, he says age is just a number and spirit has no age. They toast to love, happiness, and Andy, your favorite, fun.
I love fun.
Okay, so notable one-on-one time now. First up, we have Cindy. So Cindy, she was first out of the limo. She's a retired biomedical engineer. Although when I looked at her bio on the site, it said that she was in medical sales, medical device sales.
Yeah, there's something going on with the titles. They were
can
changing.
Are those kind of... Or do those sort of go together? Like maybe you're selling the device that you played a role in developing?
Sure. They're kind of tangential, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
there was a lot of that. There was a lot of bio changing, which I actually loved because what I think it sums up is that when you reach a certain point in life, you are no one thing, right?
Yeah, especially when you're at that point. Oh,
yeah.
you said that.
Yeah.
I got that point in life. Right, I got you.
Yeah. So Cindy, I mean, she has front runner written all over her. He remembers her because she said, I'm Cinderella, find me before midnight. And he finds her and she's like, oh, you remembered me. And he said, yeah, I needed to find you before
midnight. Yeah. Before midnight.
That's how he said it. Before midnight. And she's like, yeah.
Yeah. As I mentioned earlier, the limo exit, right? It's like, the limo exit thing.
Okay, so Carol now. She's a diehard football fan and admits that she saw all the Rams games in the 80s.
Oh, groupie.
Oh, she kind of looks like a groupie too. Yeah. She looks at him with that kind of like the starry eyes.
If there's anyone who I could picture in the 80s at the Rams games in LA, it's that woman.
Football is this woman's life.
Yeah. Well, baseball too.
Oh,
I assume you thought that guy was a football player.
What guy? Her nephew?
Freeman.
Yeah, so her nephew is a baseball player?
He's a baseball player.
Famous?
Famous, yeah.
Super famous?
I would say super-ish. I'm
like
not,
on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being Tom Brady
I'm not
level
up,
famous.
No. He's like 7, 8, 7
Okay,
and a half.
but if you follow baseball at all.
I don't follow baseball as much as I used to. I know of him. I think I literally know only like the top 5 most famous baseball players. I used to know like the family stories of every single player on the Yankees. I know nothing anymore. I don't watch baseball.
But you did know who her
He's
nephew.
famous.
Okay.
He's a famous baseball player.
So her job,
especially in LA.
Okay, so her job is that she works for her nephew.
Yeah,
and
I don't know how we were supposed
logistics.
to know that from that title. That was kind of weird.
What was it? What was her title?
The Freeman family manager or something.
It says family manager for Baseball All-Star. That's pretty accurate, actually.
Yeah, but on the TV, it said Freeman family manager.
The occupations were changing constantly. Yeah. Okay, next up, while other people, there's a sort of a montage. We get commentary from Alexandra. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, say hello to my little friend.
Andy, you did say that she sounds like Al Pacino in Scarface. Her accent.
Loves her.
And her commentary and just her face expressions. I am a huge Alexandra fan, and I was devastated to see her go in the second rose ceremony. Devastated. Okay, next we have Jerry. So Jerry says this is something she's doing for her, and he asks, I will say he was really good with her in this conversation. Yeah. Because he's like, when was the last time you did something for you? And I was like, yes, Mel. Yes, ask those questions. And she says it's been a really long time. He relates to this. She reads him a letter that her oldest daughter wrote her. And he's extremely touched by this. They just seem to have like a nice heartfelt moment. Okay, now there's a montage of other one-on-one time, which leads to Jesse dropping off the first impression rose. Now we have Cheryl. One-on-one time. They play Would You Rather.
Cheryl. It's a good 80s name.
Cheryl.
Yeah. Cheryl Teagues.
Yeah.
It's a good 80s name.
Yeah.
You don't hear that name anymore.
I think that's going to make a comeback.
I haven't heard a Cheryl under 50. I haven't since I was a kid.
Cheryl.
Yeah.
It's a good name.
It's a good name.
I like it. It's distinctly a name.
Yeah. Definitely a name.
Yeah. Okay. They both in the Would You Rather choose physical touch over emotional connection.
That was a little weird.
I'm
not going to argue. I'm not judging their choice.
Oh, I'm judging it.
But that's a little weird.
I'm judging that.
Yeah. To
me, physical touch without emotional connection is like repulsive.
It's weird. It's like it's prostitution. or just one night stand, whatever you want to call it.
I don't know. To me, it's just like that without the emotional connection, physical touch is like, it's like a stranger.
Yeah, it's weird.
I know that's extreme. I know they mean like someone you're also attracted to, all this stuff. So
it was a really weird answer. It felt like a layup question. Like it was like an obvious answer question.
Well, yeah. And she said it. She was like, between those two, he right away said physical touch, and then she was like, yeah, physical touch. And I was like, was that your answer,
she changed
Cheryl?
her answer?
I don't know.
It was a weird answer.
Another one is kiss now or later, and he's like, oh, I get how this works. And then he kisses her with his eyes open.
Yeah, with his eyes fully open.
Yeah, it was in this moment that I was like, oh, he's nervous.
Yeah.
He's nervous.
Or just a little creepy when he kisses. He hasn't been in the game for a long time.
One thing I will say about Mel's, I don't think he's creepy.
No, not creepy at all.
I think that definitely in this kiss, creepy. Like, I didn't see him enjoying kisses this early on, and I think it's because he's like, it's got to be overwhelming. Right, the lights, the cameras, and sort of like, kiss now later. He's like, oh yeah, okay.
You're right. It was nerves.
I think he's just overwhelmed.
Yeah, it was nerves.
It was in this moment that I saw it. Like it wasn't like he was like, oh yeah, kiss now. Like I'm gonna kiss you.
Yeah, it felt more relaxed.
It felt more like he was like, oh, I just got a clue and I know the answer to the clue and it's to kiss you.
Well, yeah, and you know the guy would have been a little stiff opening night. They call it opening night.
Sure.
Or is that the wrong thing to call it?
I call it night one.
Night one.
Okay.
He would have been stiff night one regardless.
Yes, but he is.
Even Gary was, somewhat, he had to warm up, although Gary was kind of a natural on TV. Mm-hmm. I don't know what was going on with that guy. But this guy, you knew he was going to be a little stiff night one. And then you add the layer of the fact that he's on defense the whole time.
Yes.
And so I agree with you. I think this was stage fright.
Yeah. Next up, we have Peg. She is our bomb expert.
Peg. That's another great 80s name. Even 70s. I would say Peg is a 70s name.
What is Peg short for?
Great Steely Dan song as well.
Oh, really?
One of the greatest. Maybe one of the greatest songs of all time.
Really?
In the rock genre.
How does it go?
I can't. It's too high. Michael McDonald sings Peg up high while the other guys It's great. It's like Peg.
Peg?
Come on, you know this song.
Mm-mm.
You'd know it when you heard it.
Okay, I can't wait.
Peg. I think that's the register. But a lot of stuff's happening below that, but you keep hearing them say Peg.
Okay.
It's very high. It's Michael McDonald.
Is Peg short for something?
I think it's just Peg.
Oh, Peggy.
Yeah, Peggy.
Peggy also sounds like it should be short for
name.
something.
That's like a 50s name.
Okay. She asks what he's looking for, and he says, you. Mel now gives his first impression rose to Jerry. I loved this.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I was into it. Okay, so now the sun is fully up. We have a rose ceremony. Another 16 women are getting roses in addition to Jerry. So going home, 6 ladies, Andra, Lily, Lisa, Maya, Susie, and Tracy with her fabulous hat.
Great hat. Great hat.
Yeah, hats seem to be her thing.
I would feel bad if I came in that heavy with a hat and got sent home night one.
Yeah, you're the one with the hat.
Yeah, I feel like I shouldn't have worn the hat.
You saying that the hat worked against you?
Well, I would always think it was the hat, even if it wasn't the hat.
I feel like the kind of person who wears a hat on night one on this show doesn't think them going home was because of the hat. That kind of person who thinks like that doesn't wear the hat.
That's true.
But honestly, I liked her hat.
I liked it too. I thought the hat was actually going to get her through night one.
But I actually think, a hat is, look, I'm all about personal style. She's an interior designer. She cares about aesthetics. Like, I love all of the above. She had a cool pearl detail on her dress. But I do think when you wear a hat like that on night one, you become just the one with the hat.
Yeah, you're a hat person.
It's distracting.
Yeah.
It's sort of like someone shows up with like a really crazy hair color. And I'm not saying that hair color can't suit you or that it's not a cool fashion statement. You're expressing yourself and all the things. But when you are one of 23 women, right? You're the one with the purple hair.
And it's also, you got to hope that the lead is a hat person or a hair person or whatever you're doing. It's like when you reno, if you're looking to flip a home or you're looking to sell your place, you don't reno your bathroom with like all black tiles.
No,
and like gold
even though
sinks.
It might look super cool.
Yeah, you go straight down the middle.
Yes.
Play it safe.
100%.
Subway tile.
Yes. Maybe not quite subway tile, but
no subway tile?
Yeah. No.
Is that straight down the middle? That's a good
subway
straight.
Tile is very down the middle. Yes. Yeah. I mean, we have subway tile.
We did it right. Straight down the middle.
Okay. The ladies move into the mansion now, and we have to point out the decor in the mansion. They are doing something different.
They upgraded it.
It's more modern. Yeah. I don't know if it really suits it because I kind of always loved that sort of like old-fashioned design.
I agree.
But it's definitely feeling fresher. We see here that Alexandra's profession under her name is former Colombian police officer. So she went from luxury yacht sales.
Do you realize how badass that is?
Super badass.
Think about how old she is. Like, I'm going to assume that she was a police officer in her 20s or 30s, maybe. She was a police
67.
officer when Pablo Escobar was running Colombia.
That's insane.
Do you know how many police officers died during that period? That was probably the most dangerous job on earth, being a police officer in Colombia in the 80s and early 90s.
I think Alexandra's badass. Like, honestly, before I even saw that, even as a luxury yacht salesperson, I was like, that's also like, this woman has a story.
First you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the women.
Good, Andy.
Thank you.
I'm not kidding. When we watched this episode, afterwards, Andy was on YouTube watching clip after clip of Al Pacino in Scarface.
All I'm saying is Brian De Palma made a lot of weird and great movies. Scarface is probably his greatest.
And weirdest?
And there are a few scenes in Scarface that I think are required watching for any human being. They're just absolutely off the wall and fantastic. 5, 4, 3, 2, OS1. If you want some advice that's scientifically sage, use one skin to reverse your skin's age.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if we have to say anything more. I think that was the whole act. One skin, it's true, with the OS1 peptide, which you managed to squeeze into your wrap. What the OS1 peptide does is it combats zombie cells. Okay, this is the nickname for senescent cells, which, by the way, we all have in our skin. And what senescent cells do is they affect the healthy cells around them, and they themselves contribute to fine lines, sagging, and wrinkles. So with the OS1 peptide, if you can combat those senescent cells, you can quite literally reverse your skin's biological age. And what's so cool about OneSkin is it was founded by a team of 4 scientists, all women, by the way. And get this, they have PhDs in skin regeneration, stem cell biology, immunology, and bioinformatics.
These ain't no hacks.
No, they tested 900 plus of the so-called anti-aging peptides out there. And in doing so, actually developed their own peptide, the OS1 peptide. I mean, this is science in a bottle.
The simplicity of branding says it all.
I know.
This is science,
Yes.
not BS.
Yes. And I mean, we've been using OneSkin for years now. I actually, if I don't put it on, I'm like, oh, I'm not reversing my skin's age today. Gotta stay on top of things.
So OneSkin is the world's first skin longevity company.
By focusing on the cellular aspects of aging, OneSkin keeps your skin looking and acting younger for longer.
For limited time, you can try OneSkin with 15% off using code Shandy at oneskin.co.
That's 15% off at oneskin.co using code Shandy.
After your purchase, they'll ask where you heard about them.
Support Dear Shandy and tell them we sent you.
So Sharleen, there were many times on our little vacation we had where I wanted a factor. I wanted 1 or 2,
Yes.
maybe even 3 factors.
Yes.
And I had none.
No, it's true. It's
Makes life more difficult.
Being on vacation actually faces you with these little conveniences that we adapt when we're working at home because we're used to getting our factors, which, by the way, are chef prepared, dietitian approved, never frozen meals delivered right to your door. You store them in the fridge and it comes in handy when you're halfway through your week or halfway through your day and you're hungry and you open the fridge and it's like, oh.
I would compare factor to a romantic partner that you took for granted. You know? Once they're out the door, suddenly you really are aware of their absence.
So true. So what makes Factor extra special is that they abide by many diets. So let's say you are trying to increase your protein intake. Let's say you are keto. Let's say you are pescatarian, vegan, and they taste really good.
I look forward to Factor. It's not like I'm like, oh, I have to functionally eat, so I'll have a Factor.
Which, by the way, a lot of meal delivery situations they fall into that category.
Oh, absolutely.
You're like, oh, the only thing this has going for it is the fact that it's convenient.
It's going to give me calories and protein that I need to survive.
Factor's actually delicious. Like, we look forward to it.
So eat smart at factormeals.com/Shandy50off and use code Shandy50off to get 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year.
That's code Shandy50off at factormeals.com for 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 whole year.
Get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor.
Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. Andy, we live in a world where we don't even know what we're spending money on anymore. Seriously, you open up your credit card statement and you see all these little charges and you're like, I guess that's legit.
We live in a world where we don't even know what we're spending
In
money
a
on.
world. But seriously, Rocket Money, you know, in the movie, the In a World movie, Rocket Money is there to save the day.
It is. It's a superhero of your wallet.
It goes from person to person, checking their credit card statements and being like, do you recognize this charge? Is that a subscription you've forgotten about?
Do you recognize that large transaction?
Yes.
Things
Could
like
you get a
this.
better deal on that bill?
You know, this actually seems like it might be more exciting than most superhero movies.
Kind of, actually. And you know, it really does feel like you're wiping out the bad guys. When you go in there, you sign up with Rocket Money, you connect your different accounts, and then they help you identify and cancel subscriptions that maybe you've forgotten about, you don't want anymore. Maybe you signed up because there was some like trial. And I think my favorite Rocket Money feature is how they will negotiate lower bills for you. I did this with my phone bill. You literally take a photo of your phone bill, you send it into Rocket Money, and they will help negotiate you a lower rate, and they will even deal with customer service.
Now that is a superhero.
So Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings.
Rocket Money's 5 million members have saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions.
With members saving up to $740 a year when using all of the app's premium features.
So cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money.
Download the Rocket Money app and enter our show name, Dear Shandy, in the survey so they know that we sent you.
Don't wait. Download the Rocket Money app today and tell them Dear Shandy sent you.
Okay, so Jesse drops by with a date card, and it is for Cheryl. Cheryl's profession, by the way, is suddenly champion dirt biker. So everyone's getting multiple professions.
Yeah.
But I do like it. It actually kind of kept me engaged, and it was a reminder. You know, like I sometimes feel like am I an opera singer, or am I a podcaster, or am I don't know, other things.
Yeah.
A dog mom.
We're all sorts of things nowadays. No one's just one thing anymore.
Yeah. So she is sent to the other room to try on a bunch of gowns, but Mel is nowhere to be found. She just models them for the other women. And we were like, where's Mel? I feel like he should be here for this.
Of course.
That's sort of part of the date, of the pretty woman date, is like he sees her in all the dresses and he's like, oh, I like that. It's kind of romantic. No.
Maybe they asked him and he's just, I'm not. I gotta take a break. He's like too stressed out.
You think he was tired?
Just stressed. He's like, I don't want to deal with it. He's playing like your guy. What was your guy's name?
Juan Pablo?
Juan Pablo. He's playing Juan Pablo. He's like, I'm not doing it. You know what I feel like? I feel Juan Pablo vibes. Not in any way, like not personality wise. I just feel like if there's going to be a bachelor who's trouble, I think it's Mel. I think Mel is going to try to call the shots.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, if he doesn't want to do something, he's like, I'm not doing that. I don't think he's a producer pet.
Okay. I mean, I hope you're right.
He's going to do the apology because he knows that he has to.
Oh, it makes him look good.
It makes him look good and he has to.
Yeah.
He did the stupidest thing in the world. He has to make up for it.
Yeah.
But as far as other stuff, I'm telling you, Mel's not playing ball.
Yeah. You know what gets me about that apology? Sorry. I swear we'll move on from the apology. But he was like, I know what everyone thinks I am. And that's just not who I am at all.
Yeah. Who are you then?
Thank you. Who are you then? What is the alternative? What do we have wrong about you?
Yeah, what do we got wrong?
It was so vague. Okay, sorry, I'll move on. Okay, so Mel does arrive for the date. He is in a Rolls Royce. Oh, this is weird. Okay, so he enters the mansion and Nicole, so yoga instructor Nicole, who's definitely, I mean, she was very forward. She's like all up on him, like, and she like kind of forces him to kiss her. And he's there picking up Cheryl for her date. And no one says anything yet because it happens again later at the pool party. That's when people say stuff. But this really stood out to me. I was like lay off, like chill out a bit. I thought that this was in some ways more inappropriate than the pool party stuff. He's literally there picking up someone else for a date.
Yeah, it was very odd.
It was
very odd.
Also, there was no time spent, at least in the pool. Okay, not that I thought the pool was okay, but at least when they were like together in the pool, you could be like, oh, it's getting kind of flirty. It might lead to a kiss. In this case, he's there greeting everyone. And she's like, oh yeah, we're greeting. And now we're like kissing. Yeah. I thought that was too much.
I agree.
Okay, so Cheryl and Mel drive to dinner, a dinner they won't eat, in front of a ship.
Good looking salmon.
Oh yeah?
Perfectly
you were eyeing
cooked.
Their salmon.
Excellently glazed.
You know, you can't tell.
Cut.
I'm going to tell you right now. You think you can tell if a salmon is perfectly cooked just by looking at it. You can't.
I can tell
you can't.
when a salmon is perfectly cooked from a mile away.
First of all, you don't have a high enough bar for how salmon is cooked.
Okay, first of all, I do. I just accept a worse cooked salmon because I love salmon so much. But that salmon was cooked well.
Okay.
And glazed well.
But not to be eaten. They were just driven straight to a meal that they weren't going to eat.
What a waste.
We learned she was a competitive dirt biker, and when she quit, she had 51 trophies. This is pretty amazing. Cool. He likes that she's a bit of a daredevil, and she's been looking after her 93-year-old mother for 5 years. And we get a kind of crazy story now about her son, Tyson, who is now 43. When she had Tyson, she went to the hospital to give birth, and her husband just never showed up.
Like, wow.
And when he finally did return to the picture, it was a year later, and she was at her father's house.
Her husband.
I know.
I mean, I'm not saying I'd give a pass if it was her baby daddy. Not saying that at all. Don't get it. No, I don't know why I even said that I wouldn't say that.
I don't know why you said that.
I don't know why I had to say that. But my point is, her husband, she went to the altar with this guy.
She
got married.
Yes.
And now he does it. He just vanishes the day she's giving birth.
It's insane.
That should be that should be a jailable offense. You should go to prison for that.
That should be on like Dateline or something.
Yeah, you should be found. You should be like most wanted.
Yes.
Like 10 years in prison.
Yes.
How can you do that? Just show up. At least show up. Get the baby. The next day, be like, listen, the baby's out. I'm done. You got your baby. You're healthy. See you later.
It was absolutely crazy, this story. But then it gets even crazier because it's a year later. She's at her father's house bathing her baby. And then her father comes in and
her father gives her baby away. What the hell was that? What the hell is going on in this family?
So her father comes in and is like, oh, you know.
Oh, yeah, your crazy psycho ex-husband is here. I'm just going to take your naked, wet baby and give it to him.
We were definitely missing.
Yeah, nothing bad's going to happen here.
We were definitely missing a few pieces of this, okay? But we shouldn't make light of it, Andy. So basically...
I'm not making light of it. It's sick. The man's a psychopath.
Okay, so he takes the baby. This is her father gives the baby to the baby's father. And then when she comes out... See, surprise, no baby. That's the other thing. It's like, wouldn't she want to see her husband and the baby see each other for the first time instead of just like handing him off?
Wouldn't she want to proctor the passing off of her naked baby to the husband that left her at the hospital having the baby?
There were so many issues and it was so upsetting. The story was so upsetting. Okay, so then he's gone with the baby. She doesn't know where the baby is. And then a week later, they get the baby back.
Yeah, how did they get the baby back? Did they send out, like, the police get the baby back? Like, what the hell is going on here?
I don't know. I do feel like it was edited down to be concise.
I kind of want to see a whole TV movie about this woman's story.
I know.
She downplayed it too. You can tell she's been with this story for a long time, but she was like, oh, by the way,
yes,
I had a baby. My husband didn't show up at the hospital. Then I was in the bathtub. My father took the baby, gave it to my husband. They left. He was gone.
The reason she was able to speak about it so matter-of-factly is because, and this was the conclusion of all this, she has completely forgiven him.
Unbelievable. I never in my life will have that much forgiveness.
You know, forgiveness, that's really the dream, isn't it? That level of forgiveness.
I envy the ability to forgive that fully.
Yeah. Me too. And it's something I'm working towards because I think that forgiveness sets you free.
Yeah, they say forgiveness is one of the healthiest things in the world.
Yeah, and it frees yourself. And anyway, the father of her son is no longer around, but her son, who's now 43, got to have many years with his father, and they traveled together and everything. And she forgave him because she loves her son so much.
Yeah, I guess it's all about the son.
Yeah.
Anyway, crazy story.
She deserves like an award or something, a forgiveness award. It was
I feel
really impressive.
I do feel like there should have been just a couple more questions from Mel about this story, just one or two.
Not just okay.
Yeah. Ooh, wow. Oh, that's rough.
Okay, Mel is moved by her ability to forgive. He gives her the rose and they watch fireworks now. Okay, so now we have our group date at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, home of the original LA Rams.
Yeah.
So where he used to play. Cindy's profession, by the way, changes from retired biomedical engineer to former Dallas Mavericks cheerleader.
Well, wow.
Isn't that cool?
That's a crazy transition.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so now Paula Abdul comes out. She's our big star of the episode. And
straight up now, baby, is it gonna be you and me forever?
Wow, wow, wow.
Or is this a hit and run? Hit and run. Or is this just a hit and run? What else you got? You want to go head for head, Paula Abdul? Go ahead.
I'm already done.
That's it?
I don't know any.
You got no Paula Abdul in
No.
you, huh?
Paula Abdul's the kind of person who I'll recognize a lot of her songs, but I wouldn't be able to tell you that Paula Abdul sang them.
Really?
Like that song, I'm like, oh, I know that song. And if you said who sang that song, I'd be like, I don't know.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's fine.
Paula Abdul is very firmly before my time.
She is.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Okay. The LA Rams cheerleaders also come out, and then the women split into two squads to learn cheers. The yellow team, they're called Mel's Angels, led by former dancer Peg. So she is a bomb squad.
Peg is
expert
no
and former dancer.
And a good,
amazing
she was
dancer. She was leading this whole team. And then the blue team, which is Mel's GB squad. I got to say their dance was a lot tighter.
Mm-hmm.
Although I kind of loved how the yellow team just did it.
They did their own thing.
They did their own thing. It was really cute. But the blue team, with their accuracy, wins out. And as everyone cheers, after the blue team goes, everyone's cheering. Mel says into the mic, "There's no age to spirit." So yeah, we heard that one already. Stole that one from yourself.
Spirit.
Like everyone's like, ah, and he's like, "There's no age to spirit."
Yeah, but remember, he said a lot. He said a lot of things. That was what they got. That was the thing they had to use. So what else did he say? He's like, "Oh, this is nice. Oh yeah, look at them dancing.
Oh, okay.
Oh look, she's really moving over there. Oh wow, this is a nice stadium. I think I played here once. Maybe he said a lot of things that were better, and they chose to use that because they're trying to go with the theme of, trying to cover up for him, or not cover up, but repair his image.
Yeah, but I just feel like saying there's no age to Spirit in this context is bringing attention to the fact that they're old to the age. Yeah,
meaning like you could even have Spirit when you're almost dead.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's drawing more attention to their age than if he hadn't said it at all.
Yeah.
Like
we know Spirit. If anything, Spirit is a known thing that Spirit may increase.
Yes,
as age continues.
100%. And I gotta say, in terms of the cheers, like the actual dancing and what they did, at no point did I watch them and think, "Wow, this is really good." For a bunch of women in their 60s and 70s. It wasn't that. I was just like, wow, this is really good.
When I saw Peg, I thought that.
Peg was amazing.
That was amazing.
Amazing. But yeah, so many of them were incredible.
Yeah, everyone was good.
Anyway, so the blue team wins. And Andy, this is where you said, is it possible the franchise should just not continue? Andy, what made you say that in this moment?
I don't know. Kind of reached a breaking point. I just didn't feel like this was working.
Is that we were so disappointed because Golden Bachelor season 1 was such a phenomenon. Stellar. It felt like such a cultural zeitgeist moment.
But it may have been a one-hit wonder. It may have just been one and done. This is what I have an issue with.
I have a list as well.
There's many things I have an issue with, but I have an issue mainly with the fact that they're trying to just take The Bachelor and put it with older people.
Yeah.
There's no difference. It's like you got the pool party, you got the hunk, the football guy, you got people doing cheerleader dances.
Yeah.
Everything's the same. You got the dates, you got the princess date. It's
you got
all
the woman
same.
Who's coming on too strong, who's kissing him too much.
You got the floozy. You got the
and then everyone sees them kissing and is annoyed. You're right. It's like
you got the catty one. If you want to do this right, it's a mature Bachelor, right?
Yes.
I'm not saying it's mature. They should all be in wheelchairs. I'm saying it just felt like they took the exact formula of The Bachelor and just put older people in.
Yeah, I agree with that. And what stood out to me about this season that felt kind of like icky is it felt like they were just trying to knock off the first season.
Yeah.
The first season, I'm not saying that a second, third, fourth season of a show can't be as good as the first, but you have to work with what you've got and with the personalities that you've cast. And in this case, I just felt like they cut straight to like, oh, you love the friendships between these women, right? Okay, so we're going to show slow-mo shots of them like by the pool. Yeah. And it's like, we don't even know who they are yet. Like, it's when we learn their stories that we become attached to them and then we're moved by this chapter in their lives. It just felt like, I'm going to say it felt like a cheap knockoff of season 1.
Yeah.
They think that all we want is to watch a bunch of women at a certain age range, like dating this guy on TV. It's so much more than that. Season 1 had so much more heart. It was the contrast for me between, I like Cheryl. I like Cheryl a lot. But the contrast between this first date with Cheryl and Gary's first date with Teresa.
Oh, forget about
on
it.
season 1 in the diner.
I cried.
With the dancing.
I literally cried.
And the don't stop believing.
It's amazing.
It was Journey,
yes,
right?
Yes, it was.
And like that whole sequence, like I was crying. Yeah, I cried multiple times in that first episode. And this time it just felt so forced.
Yeah.
It felt like, this is what you like, right? We'll give you more of that. And it's like, you got to work with what you've got.
I agree. And also you have to remember, Gary was giving so much more.
Yes.
So
he really was.
Anyway, I will say this. I was not entertained.
No. Okay, so we'll move on to the after party now. Monica P., we learned that she moved from Mississippi to USC. Her husband of 12 years died during COVID. That's very sad. Yeah. And now Cindy. She lives in Austin, has 3 daughters, and he plays for her a video sent from her daughter and gets all the credit for this.
I know.
He did
She's
this.
like, thank you so much for thinking of me.
Yeah,
like, I've been planning this for months.
Yeah, she gives him a huge hug and thanks him. They end up making out quite a bit, and all I could think while this happened was, so the other women are just waiting.
Just waiting.
Yeah, this is not a one-on-one, right?
No,
so all that making out, she ends up getting the group date rose, which is very unsurprising. Now we have that pool party. Okay, now go in the bathroom. Okay, now go back to the club. Nailed it.
Thanks.
So the ladies are all impressed with Mel's abs. And we get Peg one-on-one time. We learn he's still working. She says, oh, how long do you plan to work for? And he says, forever.
Okay. I'm with that.
Yeah.
I mean, good for him. He's got good work ethic.
She says the window of opportunity is closing, meaning like you want to have time to just be retired and live life. And he says, she's got the longevity gene. And she says, it's true. Her parents died at 91 and 92.
This is the subtlety of language.
Yes.
Not a time to say someone died.
No.
It's a time to say someone lived until.
Yes.
But,
it was very
still
funny,
works,
though.
Still works, but it's
we
funny.
got a good laugh out of that. He chats with Roxanne, who talks about being very introspective. And she says, I require a partner who is also introspective. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, I can do that. Sounds good.
I do that some of that stuff sometimes.
Everything is fine and dandy until Nicole rubs the others wrong by kissing him in the pool right in front of everyone. I did think this was just so inappropriate.
But she was also doing it on purpose,
Yeah,
she was doing that thing.
Is this who she is? That's what I'm saying. Like, this is why it feels like it could be regular Bachelor. They just put someone.
It's just interchangeable.
Yeah, they put a 64-year-old in that role instead of, whatever, the usual 27-year-old. But I'm just like, what do we know about Nicole other than the fact that she comes on really strong?
I don't know.
It doesn't feel real, is all I'm saying.
Nope.
Okay, so now we have our rose ceremony. 4 women will be going home. Mel gives another stiff and rehearsed sounding speech, I wrote. And I wrote, would he be acting this way if that podcast never happened? We'll never know.
Podcast.
That podcast. We'll never know.
That's what they should change their name to. That podcast.
So going home are Alexandra.
Oh, do you know what? Two people never see a bad guy like me before. So say goodnight to a bad guy. You'll never see a bad guy like this again.
It's a great line.
It's a great line.
In this case, Alexandra is so not the bad guy. She was the hero. I wanted so much more from her.
I always tell the truth, even when I lie.
Okay, also Mylene is going home. We never got to know much about her. Carla and Diane. This was a real loss, these 4. I was sad about this. Are you still thinking about your lines?
Cockroaches. I can't believe they got rid of Alexandra.
Okay, so Andy, that's the end of the episode. Who is your episode MVP?
Cheryl.
Okay. I agree with that. Cheryl brought it.
No.
Speaking of like being like normal Bachelor, she came out in the dirt bike and took off the helmet and did the hair thing, and she's there to play.
No.
I think she's a real front runner.
Yeah. Everything.
I also think she brings out a good side of him.
Feels more relaxed.
Yeah. Sometimes like when they come on a little strong, he's sort of like, I feel like there's room there to grow that I like. Okay. Andy, who is your A-game winner?
I'm going to give it to Jerry. Smooth. Did everything right.
I agree with that. Okay. I support. I have my best dressed now. My winner is Carla at the second rose ceremony. She was wearing this long sleeve.
I knew that.
Oh, yeah?
I knew that.
Multicolored sequin dress. This just looks so fabulous on her. And her hair was like piled up on her head, like a little to the side. Yeah. I mean, she's a former model and damn, she can work it.
But not well enough for Mel, apparently.
I mean, if you're going to go home, at least you want to go home looking fabulous. Yeah. And she looked divine. She was my best dressed of the whole episode. Okay, Andy, that brings us to our predictions. Who do you have in your top spot? We're going to go 1, 2, 3 and say 1, 2, 3.
Cindy.
That's not surprising, to be honest.
Is it? Oh, I was having a lot of trouble with this, so I'm surprised we have the same number 1.
Really? Yeah. I think Cindy screams front runner.
Yeah.
I think that she's very poised.
Yeah.
She's very like, it feels like she's been on TV before. I mean, as a cheerleader, probably. And she's also, she was in medical device sales or whatever, biomedical. Does
that make you good for TV?
I don't know.
Sales.
Yeah. There's something about Cindy that feels like she would never put her foot in her mouth on a podcast. We'll put it that way.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I just really like her. I think she's going very far. And plus they made out a lot on the group date. For you to get a big makeout on a group date.
Oh yeah. Good sign.
This early on, it says something. Okay. Who do you have in second? 1, 2, 3. Cheryl. Carol, huh?
Cheryl, yeah.
Okay, so I have Cheryl who had the one-on-one date.
Yeah.
the dirt bike champion. Yeah. Okay, I mean, she's clearly going very far. You have Carol.
I have Carol because I'm thinking that's Mel's type.
So the groupie.
Yeah, he likes it.
Yeah.
He likes that.
I find that she comes on a little strong.
She does.
When they're talking, she's like this far from his face and she's like, she's like, so what are you looking for? And then he describes what he's looking for and she's like, I think I'm your girl.
Yeah. She wants
it's just very
she wants it real bad. She wants it. She doesn't necessarily want Mel. She just wants it.
That's what I'm saying though. I don't, you know what the problem is? We don't know him well enough to be able to predict what he wants.
That's the thing about these predictions. There's so little to go on.
Yeah.
I have no idea who this guy is.
Yeah. No idea who this guy is. It's true. It's true. Okay. Who do you have in third then? 1, 2, 3.
Jerry.
Peg. Oh, you have Jerry.
Yeah.
Okay. So the winner of the first impression
rose.
rose.
You got to give the first impression rose something.
Yeah. I have Peg. I just think that
Peg's good.
I think he likes this kind of like spunky.
She's got a lot of spunk.
Spunky.
More spunk than
a little
me.
kind of tomboyish. Like he was really into Cheryl, who's also a little tomboyish. I think Peg is a little tomboyish. Yeah. I think, I don't know. Peg has a lot of like spice to her.
Get up and go.
Meanwhile, Jerry, I personally feel that the first impression rose was more about this like sentimental moment of connection, but I don't know if it was as romantic, to be honest. Like he was moved by the letter that she read from her daughter. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if I'm getting like
also
romance.
Her husband died tragically, and I think he was also
he was so moved by her whole story.
You might be right. He was more moved than attracted.
And they talked about doing something for yourself when you haven't done something for yourself. Like it was such a beauutiful conversation, but I am not sure that's going to.
You've sold me on this.
You can't change it.
Choice. No, I'm not changing it. But I actually think it sort of foots with Mel probably trying to do the right thing on night one as opposed to doing what he wants.
Yeah. Well, I mean, doing the right thing might involve picking a woman over, what was it, 60? God, 60.
How old was Jerry?
64.
Well, that's good enough.
Yeah. Good enough.
That's above his range, 4 years.
Well, he can't pick someone under 60.
Well, there was only one person.
58,
and she got canned.
Yeah, he sent her home right away.
He knew right away.
Yeah.
He had his marching orders.
Yeah,
if she's under 60, you are gone. Goodbye. Too young. Podcast ruined it.
Okay, Eddie, in fourth, who do you have? 1, 2, 3. Carol. Okay, so we're dancing around the same names here. You have Cheryl, who just had the one-on-one date.
And you have Carol.
And I have Carol, the groupie.
So, question, is Carol and Cheryl pronounced exactly the same except for the sh and the k? Or is there a slight difference?
No, they're pronounced the same.
So it's Carol, Cheryl.
Yeah.
Carol and Cheryl?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, Andy, who's your wild card?
My wild card is...
Let me think. I have to think. Okay, wild card. Remember, the point of a wild card is to just like go out there.
Well, no, mine is not that out there.
Oh, really?
I just had a really strong top 5, so she's just my least top 5.
Okay, I've got mine. 1, 2, 3, Roxanne.
Oh, I was eyeing Roxanne.
Okay, so you have Peg. Peg is only your wild card? I think Peg's going far.
Yeah, but I had a lot of people that it was really up there. I don't know Mel. I don't know what he wants.
Yeah, it's impossible.
How can I choose?
He really gives nothing, does he? Okay, so you have Peg as your wild card. I have Roxanne.
Roxanne. She doesn't have to turn on her red light. Or does she? Huh?
Walk the streets for money. Okay, so Roxanne, it's not that I necessarily see a lot there, but just the fact that they showed the bit about introspection, I just feel like there's something could grow there. She could end up going surprisingly far. She could be dark horse material. It's a wild card, okay? I realize it's kind of out there.
You don't have to defend yourself. I think I was going to pick her in my top 4 for a
She's
second.
also beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, Andy, that is a wrap for this recap. Do you think the Shandys will agree with us about this episode?
I do think that. I think it's going to be a 70-30 split.
Oh, okay, 70.
30% are going to be like, hey, stop being such sourpusses.
Yeah, I accept his apology.
Yeah. What's wrong with Mel? Mel's great. Give him a chance.
Who says
70% are not going to agree with us.
Who says that? Who says 45 to 60, no fake hips? Who says that? Who says even in the moment? Was he drunk?
The issue
he had to be drunk? Who says that? Seriously, you're on a podcast. Like, in what world do you say that out loud?
Well, clearly
it's
a guy who's been spending his whole life saying things without repercussion, I guess.
Yeah, but it's called The Golden Bachelor.
It's insanity. It's like, I'm going to think, okay, give me a second. I got an analogy.
Okay.
I should have thought of this beforehand.
Okay.
This is a good one.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to think about this. Okay, give me a second.
Uh-huh.
Okay, give me some Jeopardy music.
Da 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 da.
It's like going to a seafood restaurant and the waiter comes over and you say, "What's good today?" And he says, "Well, I'll tell you what's not good, the fish."
Okay.
No?
So at the seafood restaurant where you would expect the fish to be good.
Yeah.
Because
it's
a seafood. Yeah, you go
You're not going for steak. You go for fish.
Yeah. So but not maybe surf and turf. Maybe it was the lobster good. What about the clams?
Oh wow. Really tearing this one apart. Did my best. I only had about 10 seconds.
We get your point, though. He's cast as the Golden Bachelor, and he's straight up like, but I don't really want age-appropriate women. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to go on the regular Bachelor.
Yeah.
He's saying, I want to be, why can't I be on the regular Bachelor?
He wants to be on the Silver
I'm
Bachelor.
not that old.
Okay, that's a wrap, Andy, for this recap. Let us know in the comments, Shandies. I really want to know if you think we're coming too hard on him, on the whole situation. I would love to be proven wrong because, I want to love this franchise. I want to love this show. And I think, honestly, I had high hopes. Yeah. I did. I can admit it. The first season, even though the wedding didn't really go anywhere, the first season still just made you believe in something. Yeah. And so I think that I did this to myself.
You know what, though? We can only go up from here.
100%. Yes.
So
if you enjoyed what you heard today, you know what we will ask of you, and that is to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow us on Instagram and
TikTok,
leave us Apple and
Spotify
podcast ratings and reviews. Tell your friends. Oh, and also, what's the other thing they have on YouTube now?
Hype. Yeah, hype it up. Whatever that is.
You can hype this video?
Yeah, hype it.
We sound so old.
So, you know what? I'm done.
Apparently, you can hype this video.
You can hype it.
And that would help us greatly. So please do that. And generally do all the things you would do to support a podcast you enjoy. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we'll see you next time on Dear Shandy. Bye-bye.
Ah!
Oh, God, Andy, you keep making him wait. Hello, boo-boo.
Picture myself asking people to hype my video at this age. Oh, that's a good girl.
Oh.
What just boo-boo? What just doodles?
Oh my God.
Oh yes. My God. All is better.
All is better.
They should have a bachelor with dogs.
Yes. You get cast because you have a dog?
No, just dogs, no people.
Oh, no, I think that it's bachelor with dogs. Everyone goes with their dogs, and the dates are doggy play dates.
Oh, wow.
Okay, Ruby, Mommy wants you now.
That's weird.
Come to Mom.
Go to Mommy. Go to Mommy.
Yes. Oh, okay. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on Dear Shandy. Bye-bye.